So you just bought yourself a new RV travel trailer. Whether you bought it used or new, chances are not the dealer or the person you bought it from really sat down and showed you exactly how to set it up. It's easier to watch somebody do it than just to listen to how to do it. As a newbie, it can be really stressful, especially your first time out, not knowing any of the procedures on what you do. Make sure to stick around to the end. We're going to show you the 2 most common mistakes we've seen people make. Also, consider supporting our channel by subscribing to us, giving us a thumbs up. After this intro, let's get right at it. Once we back it in, first thing we want to make sure is that it's level this way. We don't care about back to front, it's just side to side. And let me check my trusty app. From doing it before, in order to get level, it looks like we just need 1 block on the passenger side. So we're going to go do that. Okay, since how it's only 1 block, what we like to do is just put it right by the tire. Put them right by the tires, and I'll have my trusty assistant go and pull the trailer forward. Okay, now we just slip them on in where the tires are going to be, and we know that it should be totally level. Okay, let's go check it for level. And as you can see, we are level. Once you are level from side to side, the first thing you want to do before you do anything is to put your blocks under the wheels. Now we're level and we got the wheels blocked, so what we like to do next is to unhook the RV and get it ready for setup. We do like to get a nice big block. It's a 6x6 block. That way it has something good to stand on. On these sway bars, we use the jack to lift it up. That way we don't have to get crowbar and it swings out and it could really hurt you. So we use the jack to take some of the pressure off. Just like that. Always put your pins back in, that way you're not looking for them and you don't lose them. Okay, when you're disconnecting, always leave your chains on, because you can never tell if something does happen. I know it's not going to happen here, but it's a good safety precaution to keep your chains on until you have it disconnected. No hassle, no pulling, no hammers, no crowbars. Just lower it down until it comes out. Now we can lift it up and it'll come off the hitch. Okay, now that it's off the hitch, we can take our chains off. Now I'm going to ask my lovely assistant to pull forward just a little bit. That way we're out of the jack's way. Okay. All right, now we like to lock up the tongue. And take the sway bars off. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but when we bought the RV, they said you want to keep the same side using the same bar used on the same side. So what I like to do is I take it out and I just put it right between these two. But because this is on that side, I know that one is for the right hand side. And the next one, if I can get it, again, I gotta go the opposite way so I know. Make sure to put your pins back in so you don't lose them. Okay, now we need to make sure the front to back is level. And again, I'll use my trusted app. We are pretty close. Looks like the front just needs to go down a little bit. Let me know when.
There you go. You're good.
Now we're level side to side, front to back. We're going to go ahead and hook up the power and the water. There's a little knob on here which coincides with the little knob right there. So this is where it needs to go. And then give it a slight little turn to the right. Next step, I believe this is a 50 amp. Yes. This has a 50 amp. So what we like to do before any power comes on is you plug it in, make sure the Fuse is off, plug it in. We like to turn it on so it tells us that we are all good. And it's 7 seconds away. See how the power's on the surge? We are all good. So now I turn the fuse back off. Okay. Now that it's plugged in, I will turn the power on. And it'll show you that everything is good. Power's on, everything is good. So now that we got the surge protector and the power on to the RV, we go ahead and hook up the water. I did lose my pressure sensor or my pressure gauge. So what I like to do in that case is I will turn the water on and see how bad the pressure is here or how good it is. It has high pressure, so what I'll do is turn it 1, 2, 3. I know 3 turns is good. Okay. I always like to use a filter because don't want to have any kind of nasty smells or nasty stuff. There's 2 schools of thought. Some people like to put this right at the source of the water. I like to put it in just before it goes into the RV. That way you don't get that hose taste or smell out of it. So we just hook it up. Okay. Now I go ahead and turn on the water. 1, 2, and I'm gonna go 2.5 just for luck. Now that we're disconnected up front, we got the blocks underneath and we are level side to side, front and back. What you want to do is you want to put down your stabilizers. What I like about ours is they're not manual. So I like to put a couple blocks underneath. Go ahead and lower your stabilizers. Like on the other side, I only have 1 block. This side I got 2 blocks because it's just a hair bit shorter. So we put them down just to where they touch, and then I like to give it 1 little squeeze. That way it's not a lot of pressure. That way it's not a lot of pressure on it. It's not meant to level your trailer. It's just meant to stop the sway of it, you know, a lot of the bouncing. So off to the next step.
All right. First thing we do is turn on the fuses. To put the tags out, I like to check this little area here because we've had drawers come out and it messed up when the tag went out. And I make sure Allen's in place. You ready?
Yeah.
And I always do the first one first. Make sure everything goes good. Nothing's dragging. See the drawers over there? The center one comes out. What do they call that? A dummy box? The beeping. I like to make sure we're good here also. Nothing's fell on the floor that's going to cause a problem. Not seeing anything. I like to be able to see the tag when it's going out. Ready? And now we make sure we have no air in the hot water heater before we turn it on. Run the air out of it. Get the air out of the tank, the hot water heater. You see the bubbles coming out, the air coming out of it. You want to make sure you get the air out of the hot water heater before you turn it on. And also make sure your hot water heater has got water in it. Been there before. Alright, we're looking good. Now you can turn the hot water heater on.
Okay, right down there on the bottom, you can see it's an on and off switch. I just push that down. We know we don't have to pull this. It doesn't make sense because all the air, Rose turned on 2 sinks to make sure all the air was out of the hot water heater. Close it back up.
And now we turn on the hot water heater from the panel. Take out our little level, lay it on the floor to see if we're level inside. We don't do it all the time, but we do like to check it.
How does it look? We're good?
We're good.
There's a couple big mistakes people make when they first start off because you're just not used to it. You're panicking and you want to get it done. Before you unhook, you chalk your wheels. Before you put your sliders out, you want to put your stabilizers down. That way, once your sliders go out, you will lose level by a good couple inches. Yeah. I mean, the bubble goes way down. So you really want to make sure to do that. Take your time, enjoy yourself, and then have yourself a nice, cold, adult beverage. So we hope you guys enjoyed this. We hope you think about giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to us. And as usual,
until next time, guys,
we will see you next time, and thank you very much for watching. Have fun out there. Bye now.